Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to my channel. So it's been a while since I do a car review. So now I'm currently at the golf range, and today I want to feature a pretty rare and special car. I think not many of you have heard. Presenting to you the CLA 200 shooting brake. Okay, so basic information about the CLA 200 shooting brake. So the CLA 200 shooting brake is based on a 2015 first generation CLA coupe. So the CLA have two body style. First is the coupe body style. The second one is the one in front of me, the shooting brake, which is a sleeker wagon profile. So in Mercedes-Benz lineup, there are two shooting brakes available. First is this CLA shooting brake. Another one is the CLS shooting brake. Both looks beautiful. Okay, now let's start from the engine bay dulu. So this is the engine of the CLA 200. So it's a set of 1.6 liter 4-cylinder turbo engine paired to a 7-speed G-tronic. So here I have one information to show you how you're gonna differentiate Mercedes' 7 G-tronic or 9 G-tronic, because basically in the previous Mercedes-Benz, they are using a 7 G-tronic, but in the modern one, they have changed to a 9 G-tronic. So how you gonna identify whether this is a 7 G-tronic or a 9 G-tronic model? Look at the Mercedes-Benz badge right here. If it's finished in the blue linings, that means this is the 7 G-tronic model. If this linings right here is finished in black, that means it's a 9 G-tronic model. So this is one thing you need to differentiate when you are shopping for a Mercedes-Benz model. So right here, the hood does not have any hydraulic thrust because it needs to save weight. And the bonnet right here is not relatively heavy, so it's quite easy to lift it out. Okay, so now let's talk about the exterior. So from the front look, it's basically identical to the CLA Coupe or a A-Class. But in the CLA, you get a slick headlights with LED daytime running lights than the normal A-Class. So it looks pretty sporty. And this diamond grille right here, which I personally like. I like it more than the modern Mercedes' AMG, the Pan Americana grille. And this car does not come with the Mercedes modern safety feature, so this badge right here is in a 3D form. But it does come with autonomous emergency braking. You see the sensor right there. So right here you get a red lining to signify this is the AMG line model. And this being an AMG line, you get the vents right here which are functional. So you get a headlight washer right here, front parking sensors. So now let's moving to the side. This is where you can differentiate this is a normal CLA coupe or a shooting brake. Starting from the B pillar. So right now let's start from the wheels. So the wheels owner has changed to a Brabus design rim. So it's measured in 225/40 18-inch. To me, it suits the car profile pretty well with this black finishing. And it's finished in multi-spoke as well. So the signal indicator, the side mirrors right here are finished with the LED signal indicators. So this car is coming all the way from Japan. So because in Japan you can options the car with multiple features. So the particular model right here does not come with the panoramic sunroof, which you can spec in the Japan spec model. So right here you get 4-door, which comes with a keyless entry. So you press to lock, you touch behind the door handle to unlock the car. So here's the back of the CLA shooting brake. To me it looks pretty beautiful with these sloping lines right here. So this is what I like about shooting brake than normal wagon, because normal wagon it will have a rather boxy rear window. Instead, for the shooting brake, it have a sloping rear window, which make it more unique than the normal wagons. So the front you get ventilated disc, rear you get solid disc brakes. So behind here, pretty usual CLA stuff. Right here you get the LED rear tail lights, which is shared with the normal CLA. And this is the tailgate of the CLA shooting brake. Open it, it reveals a rather big storage space, and you can even store a golf. And this tonneau cover right here, you press to unlatch it, and you pull it back to lock it. And this being a Japanese, so the information right here are all finished in Japanese wording. You press to close the tailgate. So down here you get some diffuser kind of design with two actual exhaust pipe, which is good thing because now most modern cars are using fake exhaust tips. And you get the AMG badge right here, and the owner have the badge, the CLA 200, so it makes it look more cleaner. So this is basically the exterior walk around of this CLA 200 shooting brake. Okay, let's take a look inside the interior. So like I said, put your hand behind the door handle to unlock the car. So this being a CLA shooting brake, so we get frameless window, frameless door basically, which makes the car look more characteristic. And you get a Mercedes-Benz door sills finished in white illuminated lights. And this AMG sport seats looks pretty nice with this Alcantara finishing with an extended leg rest. So now let's step inside the car and get it started. So to start the car, locate the start button beside the steering wheel, put your foot on the brake and hit the button to start. Mercedes-Benz.
No ETC card is inserted.
Okay, this being a Japanese car, so you basically get the ETC voice every time you start the car. To me, it's not a big deal. For me, it's a characteristic of a Japanese spec vehicle. So let's start from the steering. Sorry for the bad lighting. So the steering wheel, you get an AMG line style steering wheel, which is rather thick together with some pedal shifter. And to me, this steering wheel looks nicer than the C200 steering because as you can see, you get some silver finishing. Instead of C200, you get full black finishing. So you get a silver pedal shifter as well for the CLA 200. The tactile feel are quite nice. So for the doors, only the driver's side door gets the electronic seat adjustment, whereas for the passenger side, you only get manual adjustment seats. So here are the window controls. All four window seals are finished in automatic up and down function. So here are the door lock buttons, which are pretty solid. Seats control with 3 sets of memories. This is your headlight cluster, your rear fog lights, your start button. And the aircon vents right here is finished in silver instead of AMG cars, which are finished in red linings. To me, this feels more exclusive. And the steering right here is nicely sized. And this is your signal and wiper stock. So you push to the right to right signal. And this is your wiper controls. You twist to activate the wipers. And this is your different speed of the wipers. And like most Mercedes-Benz, the gear stock are located at this steering column, except for the CLA 45, the gear knob is located at this center lid right here. Sorry, I need to drink a bit of water. So this is the gear stock. So you push your foot on the brake, you push it down to engage D. So if you want to enter manual mode, just press the pedal shifter. But if you don't use the pedal shifter for a certain time, the car will go back to the automatic settings. Or you just put it one more time to enter to D mode. So you push it up, all the way up to enter reverse, which reveals a reverse camera. So you push it slowly to enter N mode. And you press these silver buttons right here to enter park. And the parking brake is located right here. So you pull it to disengage, you push it to engage the handbrake. So you get aluminum pedal for the AMG line package. And you get a footrest right here as well. So let's moving to the center console, and before that, let's check out the materials of the CLA shooting brake. Overall, the dashboard quality are quite nice. It's finished in a rather soft touch leather, soft touch plastic, sorry, which feels smooth to the touch. And this is also the soft touch materials. This is finished in Alcantara. This is finished in plush leather together with some red stitching. And this is to pop open the tailgate. And moving to the center console, so you get a old TV's floating style non-touchscreen infotainment system. So this is the unit as you found in the A class as well. This is the Mercedes old command system, so we need to control it via the dials right here. So as you can see, you can scroll between telephone, media, radio, navigation, vehicle. This shows your vehicle settings. As you can see, the graphics are rather okay. As you can see, the graphic actually follows the car model, which is the shooting brake. As you can see, the graphic shows the shooting brake diagram. So you can scroll between dynamic select, consumption, operator's manual, time, vehicle setting, and back to dynamic settings. So right here is a rather basic shortcut buttons for the Mercedes command system. So here's your shortcut button: radio, media, navigation, telephones, mute, car settings, Bluetooth telephones. This is to increase or decrease the volume of the music. This is to dial your phone number, emergency signal indicators, and these are heated seat, which are standard for Japan spec vehicle. And this is your auto start stop. I may like to leave it off because it's rather irritating. You are driving in town, suddenly there's a traffic light, your car stops, the engine's auto shuts off. Then when you press on the accelerator pedal, it starts back the engine. It actually consumes the battery health. So I may like to leave it off when I get into and start the car. So right here is your front parking sensors on and off. This is to switch between your different driving modes. Now we are in Eco. You press it to enter Comfort, Sport, and Individual. You can adjust the engines to be Comfort, steering to Sport, Auto Start Stop off, or the I presume this is the air conditioning units. It's set in the Comfort settings. So right here you get a dual zone automatic climate controls. As you can see, this controls your temperature, your different modes, your fan speed, your recirculation, air conditioning, so and so forth, with a small digital panel showing the current temperature. So right here you get two lids. The owner have wrapped it to a carbon fiber, so it looks much more sporty than before, which are same materials as this one. The plastic quality here is rather rough, not so high quality than the C class, but it's totally fine given that this is a entry-level Mercedes-Benz. So right here you get a 12-volt socket, some storage space right here, a small tray to store your cups or what, your cup holders and your card holders. You can remove it if you want. And here you get a center armrest, which you can move front and back depending on your driving style. So you open it, it reveals a rather shallow storage space together with some USB ports. So overall, the seats are rather full length at the front, but you don't expect these seats to be bigger than the C class because this is still a small car, but for my size it's pretty just nice to me. And the seatbelt right here, because this is not a CLA 250 or CLA 45, so the seatbelt you only get black color instead of red seatbelt. And right here you get a center, here's your glove box together with a pen holder, and when you open it, it reveals a light. So overall, quite nice. The overall quality of this car is better than I expected for entry-level Mercedes-Benz. So shall we check out the rear seats now? Back seat now. Back seats. So now let's get into the back seats. So the door opening are alright, but it's definitely bigger than the CLA Coupe, which has a sloping line, so it may struggle a bit to get inside the car. But given that this is the shooting brake, so the roof is taller than the normal coupe. So ingress and egress is pretty easy. So let's close the door. Behind also our frameless door. So right here you get some storage space, and here's the map light, okay, for better lighting. So I'm seated back here, so as you expected, this is a CLA. So the headrooms are rather alright, because this is a shooting brake, so the roof linings right here is slightly taller than the normal coupe. So my head is not touching the roof. I still got this much amount of headroom. Legroom wise, because this is a small car, so the front seat I have adjusted a bit backwards. So the legroom I have this much. It's not bad in my opinion, but I would recommend a kid to sit inside the back seat. And also the seat bench right here is not full length as the front seat, so the thigh support is rather limited. But at the back you still have a cup holder. You still have a rear aircon vents with a 12-volt socket down here. I apologize for the bad lighting, but here you get aircon vents as well as a 12-volt socket, and behind the front seats you get some pockets to store your stuff. And right here you get a cup holder together with the armrest. So this is a pretty usual Mercedes armrest. And back here the seat bolster right here is not adjustable, it's fixed. So here's the look of the interior from the back seat. Looks pretty nice. And the roof lining right here is finished in black, so it feels very sporty. Okay, now let's check out the boot. So there's a lid down here, so you press it to pop open the tailgate. So as you can see, when the lights up, actually I like CLA taillights because of this kind of design. Makes me feel special. So for the boot space is rather big compared to the CLA coupe. I don't know the figures, but I will edit it into the video. So as you can see, you can put a golf sticks right here, which is nice, and this lid is solid. It's finished in aluminium. And down here it reveals another storage space, because there are no spare tire, because originally this car comes with a run flat tire. So when your tires goes flat, you only need to drive slowly to the tire shop and get it replaced. So to close it, you can press the button again. One more look from the back. As you can see, pretty beautiful design car in my opinion. Shooting brake. For information, there are not many out there who do a shooting brake kind of car, so Mercedes-Benz are pretty dare to do this kind of design into their models. It turned out to be a pretty beautiful car in the end. So as you can see, there's LED projector headlights. So yeah, this is basically my short walk around video of the 2015 CLA 200 shooting brake. So if you have any question regarding to this car, you can comment down and let me know. Or if you like the CLA 200 shooting brake, you can comment down and let me know as well. So this ends my walk around video, and I will see you in my next video. Cheers.